Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Code Buddy. I hope you are doing extremely well and your Infosys exam preparation is also going well. Well guys, in this video we are going to solve some previous year asked questions and some practice questions for verbal ability. As you know that this is the complete playlist. On a daily basis we are uploading one or two video at least, right? So the playlist is going to be really helpful for you. Also, if you are preparing for another placement exam like Accenture or Deloitte or any other like Capgemini, Cognizant, etc. On our channel, there are playlists available. You can check out and you can practice accordingly, right? Let's move on to the questions today. Okay, so the very first question is change of voice. And for any verbal ability exam, wherever verbal ability will be asked, voice, change of voice, that means active voice and passive voice is an important topic, right? For any exam, placement exam, it is an important topic. So if we see here, the statement or the sentence is given in passive voice first, right? So we need to convert in active voice. So always remember or always first check whether it is available in active form or in passive form, right? So if we see, how can we identify with the use of this why? Because why we use in passive voice, right? So this passive voice we need to convert in active voice. So all the exams were passed by Alex. So we know that while changing in voice, first of all, the subject will become object and the object will become subject. So here the object is Alex. We will convert it in subject. So Alex will come first, right? Then the main verb, right? So main verb is here verb past, right? The sentence is given in the past, right? So it would be converted accordingly, and I have added the rule chart as well, right? We are talking about passive this time, so the statement or the sentence is given in was verb form, so it would be converted into the second form, that means in past indefinite, right? So it would just a minute, back. Okay, so the main verb that is past, it will be converted into the past tense only. That means the second form of the verb. So it would become past, right? And what is the object? All the exams, right? So all the exams. So where is it is Alex passed all the exams. Yes, option number one will be the correct answer. So first of all, you need to identify in which form the sentence is given, whether in active form or in passive form. Then accordingly, according to the rule chart. Rule chart should be like in your head only, right? Because they will not give you the rule chart. I have added because of your revision, because you can revise when you are revisiting this PPT. Right, let's move on to the next question. The chairman has made a new rule. So this time this is given in the active, because here there is no use of why. So we need to convert it in passive form, right? So here this object will become subject. That means a new rule, a new rule. Now, has made. So has made will be converted to been, right? Has have, because it is in present perfect. So here been will be added, right? In has, been will be added. So has been then made by the chairman. By will be added additionally because it is the rule. By converting in passive, we will add by, and then like this will become the object by the chairman. So let's see the options available. A new rule has been made by the chairman. Option number two will be the correct answer here. You can check out the rule. You can take the screenshot, or otherwise I will send this PPT, right, in my Telegram group. So do join the Telegram community. Already there are 22,000 plus members, right? And all the resources available in Telegram are free only. You can access all the PPTs will be shared there, right? Let's move on to the next. So here we need to convert the speech, right? Direct and indirect speech. Direct indirect speech. All right. So if we see here, the teacher told Maria that she was not working hard. So this time it is given in the indirect speech, right? Because here the use of told, right? So told is like told is used in indirect speech. So this told, when we will change in direct speech, this told will become said to, right? This told will become said to. And in direct indirect speech, we don't have to change the object and subject. It would be same only. So the teacher said to Maria, right? Because this is the subject, or we can say here the two persons are talking to each other. The teacher said to Maria then this that will become inverted commas, right? In direct speech, they are inverted commas. The teacher said to Maria, then this she will be converted according to this, right? According to Maria. So when this will be converted according to Maria, it will become you, because the teacher is talking to Maria that she was not working fine. Who? Maria now. So if we are talking in direct statement or in direct speech, so it would directly convert it to you, right? That you, then this was not working hard will become not working hard, because this is the rule that like past progressive or past continuous will be converted to present continuous, right? So this will become the teacher said to Maria, then inverted commas, you are not working hard. So option number 2 will be, sorry, option number 2 will become the correct answer here. If you see the rules, so we have indirect speech, we are converting to direct speech. That means we need to see here, right? Our statement or our sentence was present in was, right? So was. Here, if we see past progressive, was going, here it is the example, right? So was will be converted to present progressive. As I said that continuous or progressive, that mean is same, right? So it will be converted to Maria, you are not working hard. So are. Here M is for I, but the progressive verb is MR, right? So accordingly, we will use. So this is the rule chart. Okay. Now moving on to the next. Her mother ordered her to go to the kitchen and cook food. So this is in the direct statement and direct speech. We need to convert in indirect. Okay. So her mother ordered her will be converted to said only, right? So her mother said, right? Then inverted commas, go to the kitchen and cook food. Why? Because it is the imperative kind of sentence, and in imperative kind of sentence, because it is clear that order is kind of imperative kind of sentence. So it is the rule that in imperative we don't change any verb form, right? So it will become directly that her mother said, go to the kitchen and cook food. So it will be the correct answer, option number 1. Here you can see the rule chart and imperative like that. He said, go to school every day. So he said to go to school every day. Simple, right? We will not change the form of verb. I hope the rules are clear to you, right? Let's move. If you want the rules in detail, so go on GFG, direct and indirect. There are rules listed, right? So you can like learn from there, because it is the basic grammar. Or otherwise, you can follow the playlist on Career Right channel. There is a playlist on verbal ability, so they have discussed the rules. But if you want that I should make a detailed video on rules, I can do. But this time I'm primarily focusing on collecting the questions and practicing like and solve and give you some practice questions, right? So like for making this type of video I need also time, but if you want to learn from me only, then do comment, or otherwise you can go on GFG or Career Right, you can learn from there. Okay. Okay, moving forward, we need to fill these blanks with the help of these prepositions. Okay, he has an access all rooms of the hotel. So he has an access to all of the rooms in this hotel, right? Why to? Because to is denoting the some kind of authority or some kind of permission that someone has to go into the hotel. So to is the correct preposition. Why of is not the correct preposition? Because of is useful when we have to refer or we have to denote some kind of possession to have something, possession, right? Possession to have something, right? And by is useful in means of which, or means or it is a method, right? Method of something, and with again possession. So we don't have possession, he has an access to all of the rooms because he has some kind of authority or he has some kind of permission. That's why 2 is the correct answer, right? If you see the complete explanation, so I have taken that when we use of indicates position or origin or connection, right? These are the three usage of of. Here is an example. The key of the room is missing. So here it is the position, that key belongs to that room, right? So it is referring, it is denoting some kind of position or some kind of belongingness, right? And why it is not suitable here? Axis doesn't denote position, because axis, that means we are directing or we are targeting something which who provides. Two is the correct option. They are talking about that. Then why refers to the means of something, like means of transportation or means of some instrument, etc. Right? Or agent of an action, or we can say doer. Right? Doer. Right. Example, he entered the hotel by the main door. So why here the means, right? By the main door. By is working a mean of something. Then with again refers to the position or accompaniment. My tongue is not, my tongue is slipping. He entered the hotel with a key, right? So here key is referring a position, and D is the correct answer. That is two, because it expresses the idea of gaining permission or entry to a specific place or thing. I think it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, the plan fell because of their laziness. The plan fell out because of their laziness, or fell away or through or apart. So fell through will be the correct answer, because here out will be used when to indicate separation or some kind of conflict or being excluded, right? In means of separation, or there are some conflicts occurring, so we use out, like they fell out over a disagreement, right? And away indicate disappearance or fading or moving further, like the noise faded away, that means like going away, right? Something is going away. Or through means of failure or not succeeding, the deal fell through at the last moment. So through is the correct option here only. The plan fell through because of their laziness. Because of their laziness, the plan didn't work out, right? So fell through will be the correct answer. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. So here we need to fill out with the articles. He works as electrician in a power plant. So here it is the vowel sound. It is vowel in English alphabet, but not every time the vowel is enough to use N before it, right? Because we need to check for the sound, what type of sound that comes in. Suppose university. Right. It is verbal in English, but the correct article is a university, not an university. Why? Because the sounds that comes from this word university is U, Y-O-U. If in English we say, and in Hindi it is kind of U. So in Hindi it is consonant, right? Because my audience are primarily from South, so they must be not having the idea of Hindi. That's why I'm writing as U. And what it is, the constant in alphabet, right? So we will use A only. So the main idea of using article is what type of sound the word is having, right? Not the vowel and consonant. That's the childhood memories, right? The actual idea is what type of sound your word is producing. So here university is producing U. Yeah, Y, right? In English. So Y is consonant. So then A will be used, right? Moving back on our statement or our sentence, he works as an electrician. So electrician, it is like E only, right? So here we will be using N, electrician in a plant. So that will be the correct. Moving next, Rex has Philip terrible toothache. So Rex has a terrible toothache, right? Rex has a terrible toothache, because here we are talking about a noun complement, and which is toothache. The noun complement is toothache. So we are talking about noun complement. So we will be using a to referring that noun complement. Moving forward. So this is the closet test, and it is useful for Deloitte and Infosys exam both, right? Now, these fill-ups will be filled by these options available, right? That this fill-up one will be used with these options. This fill-up two here will be used with, will be filled with these options. Similarly, further, right? So let's start. Every year, middle-class children in India, first read out this paragraph, right? So every year, middle-class children in India hundreds of crores of money which they get as a pocket money. Like adults, these children have with budgeting and saving money. The reason for this may be that the basic money is not taught in schools. At home, some parents money matters with their children. Kids who budgeting timely are usually way ahead of their peers. So if we are talking about that, somehow the paragraph is giving us the idea that we are talking about some money management things, right? If we take the overview of this paragraph, so let's try. Every year, middle class children in India collect hundreds of crores of money which they get as a pocket money. So if we take it that, let's move further. Like adults, these children have, and so here collect will not be the appropriate appropriate word to fill in, because here it should be spent, because we are talking about money management, and the idea of this paragraph is basically that children are suffering from this money management strategy, right? So that's why spend will be the correct word will be fitted here. Every year middle class children in India spend hundreds of crores of money which they get as a pocket money. Like adults, these children have problems with budgeting and saving money, right? Problems with budgeting and saving money. The reason for this may be that the basic money management is not taught in school. Why we face this problem? Because money management is never taught in our school, even in our college. And see, there are some skills in our life that nobody will teach you. You have to learn these skills by yourself, right? Like communication skills, like social skills, like money management skills, right? So these are the some things that you have to work upon, right? So these money management skills, money management, yeah, management is the option available, it will be the correct answer here. Money management is not taught in schools. At home, some parents money matters with their children. Some parents discuss money matters with their children, right? Discuss, yes, discuss money matters with their children. Kids who budgeting timely, that means like they are learning that money budgeting or money management timely are usually way ahead of their peers, right? One who is having the capacity, or we can say one who is having the ability to manage their money is rich. I would say rich, yes. So one who learn, right? Yeah, one who learn this money management trick or money management budgeting, or kids who learn budgeting timely are usually way ahead of their peers, right? So money management is really very important. So we have filled these blanks. Let's move on to the next question, paragraph formation. Okay, so paragraph formation. So here, these are the five sentences given. We need to arrange them in such a order that it should form a meaningful paragraph. Then we need to tell what is the first statement in the paragraph, right? Take a paper now and draw this herb, write some of its feature. So take a paper now and draw this herb. That means it will not be the first statement. Why? Because we are talking about some kind of herb, right? So the previous statement should be related to that herb only. So this statement cannot be the first statement, right? Now, what does it look like? What are its medical properties? Again, herb, we are talking about herb medical properties, so again it is not the first statement, right? We have to talk about herb before these both of the statements, right? Now, imagine that an herb is discovered deep in the forest of South Korea. So it can be the first statement. So let's mark it out. Right. Then it will replace most of the herbs that we use for joint pain in Ayurveda. It will replace. Who will replace? Right. So before it, there should be something. Right. So, and suggest a name for this herb. Again, we are talking about herbs. So we are sure that this will be the first statement, that imaging that an herb is discovered deep in the forest of South Korea, it will replace the herb that we have find out, that the herb we have discovered, it will replace most of the herbs that we use for joint pain in Ayurveda. So it will be the next statement. Now, after that, take a paper now and draw this herb, write some of its feature. what does it look like, what are the medical properties. So first of all, after that, like imaging that and herb is discovered deep in the forest of South Korea, it will replace most of the herbs that we use for joint pain in Ayurveda. Now, we are talking about what does it look like, what are the medical properties, right? So we are asking some questions. Now, for that, we will start the take a paper now and draw this herb and write some of its features. Why some of its feature? Because to give the answer of this, what are its medical properties, that means what are these features, right? So first of all, we have asked a question, then we are answering that question, that take a paper and draw this herb, like what does it look like, that means draw the structure of this herb, and what are the medical properties, that means the some features of that herb, right? One, then features and suggest a name for this herb. So it would be the fifth statement. So this will be the complete paragraph. Now what it is asking for? Which of the following should be the first sentence in the paragraph? That means the third, imaging that in herb, right? So this will be the correct answer. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, so parents automatically get used to give advice to their children. This will not be the first statement because it is asking, because it is starting as a conclusion, right? It is starting as a conclusion. So no any conclusion can introduce a paragraph. So it will not be the, sorry, first statement. Now, the reason for this habit may be that a parent is one of who teaches a child to walk, to talk, to eat, etc. The reason for this habit, what habit? So we need to first introduce a habit of the parents, because here we are talking about the parents habit, right? So again, it will not be the first statement. Again, it will not be the first statement. Moving forward, without conscious thought, parents keep on providing suggestions and advices to their children at all stages of life. It can be the first statement, but wait, let's read further. Due to this attitude of parents, again, it's kind of a reason. It is telling the reason of something, right? So it cannot be the introductory sentence, right? Now, parents always feel happy to see their children grow up and mature, making decisions about their life and career. So it is kind of a introductory sentence that okay, parents see like when parents see their children is growing in career and they are taking the decisions, etc., they feel happy, right? Without conscious thought, parents keep on providing suggestions and advices to their child at all stages of life. So they feel happy, but still, without any conscious thought, they still keep on providing the suggestions and advices at all the steps and all the stages of our life, right? So, 5, 3. Then the next is after that 5 3 we have done, the next can be the reason for this habit may be that why they do this, right? So this can be the next statement. The reason for this habit may be that a parent is one of who teaches a child to walk, to talk, to eat, etc., right? Why they do this? Because they have the habit of this, because they had teaches us a lot of things, to walk, to talk, to eat, etc., everything they have teach us, right? So that's why this is the habit of these. That's why they don't have any conscious thought in their mind that they should stop giving suggestion, etc., in some stages of life, right? So this will be the next. Then after that, the reason, etc. So parents automatically get used to give advice to their children because it is habitual now, right? For parents, it is habitual now because they are teaching us everything, walking, talking, eating, etc. So it is kind of some automatic feature for themselves, right? So one, and then after that, four is rest. Na, yeah. Due to this attitude of parents, grown-up children, that means the adult one, may prefer to stay away from their parents by opting for nuclear household. Why? Because the grown-up children think that like in every decision, in everything, they are like the parents are, mm, what I can say, mm, 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 the word is not hitting in my mind, like interfering, right? The parents are interfering in all the decision of their lives, right? So that's why this is the reason that grown up children prefer to live separately in their nuclear household, etc. Right? So this is the conclusion. At the last, this is the conclusion. So this will be the correct formation of the paragraph. Now it is asking for which of the following should be the fourth sentence in the paragraph. So fourth, that means first one will be the fourth sentence of the paragraph. I hope it is clear to you. Now this will be your homework, right? You need to tell me in the comment section. Moving on to the next question, spotting errors. There is a sentence, right? And it is given in the parts. You need to tell in which part the error is. And if there is no error, so you need to say like option number 5 is the correct answer. Okay. Peter is very senior to me, so I dare not disobey him, and no error. See, the error here is in the first part. Peter is very senior to me. Here, the senior is the comparative degree, right? Is the comparative degree. There are three types of degree in English. First is positive degree, the second is comparative degree, and the third is superlative degree. Now, before any comparative degree, we don't use this very type of word. Very is useful in positive degree only, right? The first degree, positive degree. So if we need to use some kind of word before this comparative, so they will be much more. This type of words we use in comparative degree, and very is used in positive degree. So very is not correct here. So Peter is senior to me. I dare not disobey him. This is the correct answer, right? So very will be removed from here and error in the first part. Moving next, Tony introduced to the chairman as the host of the event. So Tony introduced to the chairman. See, every noun has the reflexive pronoun, and this is the third person, right? This is the third person. So every like third person has their own reflexive noun. Like me, I am myself. Myself is my reflexive pronoun. For you, yourself. He, himself. Her, like she, herself. For Tony, it would be himself because he is a male, or for a male, we use himself, right? So here, Tony introduced himself. Tony introduced to himself the chairman. Hmm, it's where I'm lacking. Tony introduced himself to chairman as the host of the event. So there, the mistake is in the reflexive pronoun, that there is no any use of reflexive pronoun. So Tony introduced himself to the chairman as the host of the event. So option number 1, right? Here it should be himself. Use of reflexive pronoun. Let's move on to the last question for today. Opened many schools, the government in villages to increase the literacy rate. So we need to arrange these words in a meaningful sentence, right? So opened many schools, the government. So first of all, the subject is here, the government. Then the verb, right? So the government opened many schools in villages to increase the literacy rate. So it would be the correct answer. The government opened many schools in villages to increase the literacy rate. Then moving next, entered a bear at night his house in search of food. So a bear entered his house at night in search of food. Right, so it would be the correct answer 21435, option number 3. And here 31245. 31245, option number 4. I hope it is clear to you. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video. I hope all the questions are clear to you, and you need to tell me the answer of that homework question in comment section, right? And yeah, let's move on to the closing part, right? And see, we have the complete playlist. Check on my channel, we have a complete playlist, and I will upload a one shot video of verbal ability as well, so you can check out that video also if you want to prepare from there, like combinedly. Right, so yeah, that's all for today from my side. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.